And sometimes when I feel like giving up, there's a hero I met about a decade ago that I like to think about who inspires me to keep going no matter what. And I want to share this person's story with you. Maybe it'll inspire you. It was in Santa Monica, California, and Lindsay and the kids and I, we used to go to this 50s diner, this great little nostalgic diner. We get about a block from this place, and we hear the unmistakable sound of a car wreck. We look at the other end of the block. It was this old Cutlass taking a right-hand turn off Santa Monica Boulevard, and it starts mashing the first parked car it tries to pass. Very slowly, it's just grazing along the side of this car, ripping off the paint, so loud, popping off the mirror. It could stop, it could tap the brakes and stop at any moment, and just doesn't. So slow, it just mangles this car, and then it proceeds to do the exact same thing to the second car it tries to pass. Like, we're mesmerized. And as it gets closer, you can see that this is not the first two accidents this car's been in today. Legitimately, it looks like it was driven there from the demolition derby where it took a beating. And it proceeds to hit, to some degree, even if it's just a glancing blow, every single parked car on that entire side of the full block. It just kept veering to the right because its front right tire wasn't just blown, it was completely gone. Just a bent rim, so it's tilted. So it'll try to correct and then inevitably slam back to the right. And we're wondering, like, who is driving this? When they come into view, it was an older lady, probably in her 80s, but not who I expected. Right? She seemed very well put together, not disheveled, not disoriented, nothing. Like, her posture was perfect. She had a great haircut, nice silky shirt. She had a smile on her face. She had her hands at 10 and 2. She had driving gloves on, which I felt were excessive. Just considering her visible skill set. And she had a real happy energy. Seemed really, positive and upbeat. Like, her energy could not match up less with the carnage she's leaving in her wake. And when she gets to the end of the block where we're standing, I try to stop her, because this is dangerous. Right? I was like, ma'am, stop, stop, stop. She sees me at first, and she tries to wave me off. Just takes her hand off the wheel for a second, like, get out of here. Mama's got shit to do. So I try, I guess, like, ma'am, please, stop, stop. Now she stops. She stops, she puts the car in park. Right? I tell her, I'm like, your tire's gone. She turns off her engine. She takes her seatbelt off, safety first. She comes out of the car, walks around. I revealed to her the roughly $1 million in insurance claims. She has just launched single-handedly. And I explained to her, this is very dangerous. She's gonna hurt herself or someone else, so I gotta call this in. And she should call someone to come pick her up. And all she says to me is, okay. Still seems very happy. So now she goes to, I assume, get her phone. She goes, she gets in the car, shuts the door, locks it, puts her seatbelt back on, turns over the ignition, puts the car in drive. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Starts to creep forward, and I try to stop her one last time. I was like, ma'am, please, stop, stop. She gives me the most reassuring, calm down, buddy. Everything's gonna be A-okay, thumbs up. Just a quick thumbs up. Drives through the intersection, in the next block, hits 2 more cars, crests over a little hill and out of our lives forever. That's all I know about her. Never saw her again. But I think about her a lot. And we've talked about her in the family ever since. We call her the Perseverance Fairy. She refused to be stopped that day. No matter what obstacles life threw at her. I mean, they were parked, but you get it. She was gonna keep going, and we like to pretend that she is still going somewhere right now. She's still driving. And she'll never stop, because she's not a real human. She's a mythological entity sent to inspire us, to remind us to keep pushing forward when we feel like we can't, right? She shows up at your lowest points. How great would that be? You lose your job, you're down to your last 20 bucks, you wanna quit, you're just like, fuck it, I give up. But then you hear mashing metal from down the streets. There she is, still limping along. She's like, you go, I go, we don't